So I got 3 different scholarships and I studied in 5 different countries. In France, Italy, Romania, Greece, and guess where again? Belgium. And currently, I am doing my PhD in Canada on a fully funded scholarship. I know you're wondering how I got all this. Yes, come. And I will tell you the secrets to all this in my channel. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on whenever or wherever you're watching this video from. And so, this video is just to officially introduce myself and also introduce this very channel that you will enjoy. Anyway, so I would be talking about why I will open this channel, what it's going to be for, and what we'll be doing in this channel. Okay, so a little bit about me. Chinaza. You can call me Chinaza, you can call me Naza. My friends usually call me Naza, depending on how close you are to me. So just know this about me. Also, I am a food scientist. I did my bachelor's degree in food science. I did my master's degree in food science and a related course in food science. And after my master's degree, I'm currently doing a PhD. So all my studies abroad has been on scholarships, like fully funded scholarship. And I love to go for the bag, like going for the full ride. So I love full rides so much. And that's why I'm always excited when I'm talking about scholarship and how to apply for scholarships or how to even start your journey for scholarship applications. In 2020, I won the Erasmus Mundus scholarship, which took me to Europe to do my master's in 5 different countries. And I also, that same year, I also won the Chevening Scholarship. So you can imagine, you just put your hard work and God will help you to get something that you never even knew you will ever get. So not that I did it all by myself. God helped me a lot, like a lot, because I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have achieved that without Him. I also remember in that same 2020, I was placed on reserve for the Hungarian FAO scholarship. But I was told that if anybody declines, they will bring me on board, but I didn't even bother about that. So all the scholarships, I got them in 2020 after having more than 50 rejections. You see, it's not that it just magically happened. I love talking about how I failed and how I got to the point where I have an opportunity. So it's more like consistency, God's grace. I remember the times I would want to drop, like say, I'm done. I don't want to. I remember the days I cried. Even I can also remember the day I went to a shop. I wanted to buy something for my phone, and immediately I got a rejection from Commonwealth Scholarship, and I was like, oh no, what is this? So I cried and went home. And you can imagine how all these things affected me and also made me to be stronger, to come out stronger. And another thing that helped me is reaching out to people. So I reached out to a lot of people. They explained a lot to me. Some reviewed my essays. Some also provided very good information for me on how to improve my essays. So this is why I'm here to also help provide this kind of information. I remember that I watched a lot of YouTube videos on how to write a very smart essay and how to do a lot of things just to ensure that I get what I really want to get out of my scholarship applications. So it's not just the journey I did by myself. It's a journey that a lot of people helped me to achieve, my family, my friends, and the people I met online. Believe me, some of them I don't even talk to them now, but I know that I appreciated them. I told them I updated them when I got my scholarships. One thing I want you to know is that you can't really do some of these things alone. I mean, God's grace is there, right? But even if you think you can do it alone, remember that your family is there. Remember that there are friends who are asking after, oh, how far with this application? Remember that there are referees, your maybe your managers, your bosses at work, or your lecturers that supported this your scholarship applications. So it's not something that you do alone. It's something that people support you with, because without you, I've never seen any scholarship application that you get without a referee. Honestly, I've never seen. So why would you even say that you did it all alone when there are two, three, or even just one referee that had to support your application and say a lot of good things about you just for you to be one of the people that will be selected for this scholarship. So anyway, enough of that. So in this very channel, I will be talking about scholarship applications, how to apply for scholarships, how to position yourself for getting a scholarship, how to even start the journey. Because for me, I started this journey long time ago. Like I started the journey of applying for a scholarship long time ago, even when I was an undergraduate. I had to plan myself what I want. That was when I recognized that I wanted this. I wanted to study abroad. So I would in this channel I would try as much to provide such guidance, like explaining some of the things that you may need to know, some of the things that you will need to have. If you have any questions, you can always ask, especially in the comment section. I will also provide an email that you can always leave a question or direct your questions to. But I'm not assuring you that I will respond to those emails. But majorly, I will respond to your comments. So try as much to leave any comments you want, or any question at all you have, or anything you may want me to talk about in this channel that will guide your application or whatever. If I see that more people want such kind of topic, I will delve into talking about it. Not that I will just delve into talking about it alone, but if there are people that are experts on this very type of scholarship applications, or that have gone through that very type of scholarship application, or that have successfully won this very scholarships that you may be interested in, I would definitely invite them on board and we can discuss these things and you will learn from them. So these are the things I will be doing in this channel. Okay, secondly, I will use this channel as a medium to provide information to undergraduate students, like advice, and also talking with them. Why I'm saying this is because my journey started as an undergraduate student. I was in my fourth year when I started, when I developed the interest to apply to study abroad. I studied food science, just like I told you, and there were a lot of things about food science that when I go online and see, I realize that there are things that are interesting in food science, like the research area in food science, not just the lab, the kind of lab we did, but more like research and development, how things come about, how products are being developed. So I got really interested and I really wanted to study abroad. There is nothing bad in just going to acquire knowledge from another country, believe me. There is nothing wrong with desiring to study somewhere you may want to acquire more knowledge in, especially in an area that is important to you. So the main thing is, what do you want to use the knowledge to do? So whatever you want to use that knowledge to do will motivate you majorly in the type of places you want to go to study, the kind of place you want to work, and however you want to use that knowledge you will acquire. So for me, undergraduate students are my target audience as well. So if you know any undergraduate student that may want to hear about how to position yourself for scholarship applications, how to maximize your time as an undergraduate, you can share this channel with them. The next thing I'll be talking about in this channel is food science. I know you're surprised, right? Don't be surprised, because people don't really understand this food science. Sometimes, have you been in a position where you tell someone, they ask you, what are you studying? And you say food science, and the person say, oh, so you can cook soup, you can make bitter leaf, you can make kola soup. Like, seriously, a lot of people don't even know what food science is about. I know that how, whenever I meet anyone or friends, they keep asking me, oh, what do you people do in food science? And I have to explain. So here, I'm going to be explaining food science to people, to you, so that you can learn and know what food science is about. Because, I mean, without food science, you can't even live. Because imagine you ate your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you are not thinking about how that food came to your table. So, how can you even not know what food science is all about? Anyway, so just like I said, I did my master's, my bachelor's degree, and I'm doing my food science, I'm sorry, my PhD in food science. So you can see I fell in love with food science. Remember, I mentioned something about I wanted to study nursing. So, but then after everything, I just loved food science. So you can see me. I look like food. I'm delicious. And I'm a food scientist. Anyway, I'm joking. So here I would just create more safe space for food scientists, food science graduates, food science undergraduate students, and those who are still applying for undergraduate courses who may want to study food science, to draw motivation to talk about food science and also share some insightful information about food science. I know I have a blog where I write things about food safety. I realize that a lot of people, especially in some developing countries, do not really pay attention to the safety of their food. Like consumers, I mean consumers, not like you and me who eat food, right? So we don't pay attention to things. And I also remember how I was writing about checking your labels, food product labels, to see the best before dates, to see the use by date, so that you can know even whether the food is safe for you to eat or not. So these are the things that we can talk about as food scientists. And in this channel, I could invite food scientists who will be talking about different topics, and we will share some insightful knowledge. You will be able to fall in love as well with food science the way I fell in love with food science. So in summary, what I've said in this video is what I'll be providing in this channel. First, it's providing guidance on scholarship applications, how to write and submit winning essays for your scholarship applications, and how to position yourself for scholarship applications in case you are just starting. And secondly, me being a food scientist, we'll be talking about food science, you getting to know more of food science, and also knowing things about food safety to protect your health. And thirdly, I'll be talking about how I have combined my undergraduate studies, my postgraduate studies with other activities like church activities, volunteering, leadership, and just in a way that will help me manage my time, excel, and also position myself for global opportunities. Thank you very much for staying tuned to this very point in this video, and I appreciate your time. See you in the next video.